Good morning, guys. Welcome to another devotion. My name is Isaac. So I just want to share something that God's been reminding me of recently. In Matthew 6, verse 9 to 13, Jesus teaches us how to pray. And so in verse 9, it starts off, "Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven." And so that part always stands out to me. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And so I read this little kind of thought from John Piper, and where he explains how the basic meaning of the word kingdom is God's reign on earth. So basically his rule and his reign, it's not a physical place, it's his entire reign on earth and the universe, his entire rule and reign of the kingdom. And so, as we know, at the moment, earth and kind of where we live is a crazy place. But in 2 Corinthians 5 verse 20, it says, "Therefore we are ambassadors for Christ, God making his appeal through us. We implore you on behalf of Christ, be reconciled to God." So it says we are ambassadors of heaven, we represent heaven. And so that's quite a big thing, it's quite a big statement. And so we carry authority, we can, we're not just kind of sitting around and plotting and moving on through life. And so just a story, some stories that's really inspired me as to what kind of kingdom is and how, and some people that are really bringing kingdom on earth. I've got a friend he lives and kind of works in a farming community, and him alongside with another friend who is a chemical engineer. They've now started. They found this product. It's kind of an existing product, but it's been rediscovered, and it's a natural kind of pesticide or something like that. I might have it wrong, but it kind of replaces Roundup and traditional pesticides that farmers are currently using. That is really, really bad for our health, and so kind of replaces that, and it or it kind of the crop yield is much higher, the quality of the crop is much higher, there's much more nutrients, and so it's a much cleaner, much healthier way of doing farming and doing agriculture. And so this particular friend that I spoke to knows a local, or is friends or with or has a mega farmer, a South African mega farmer in their church. And so they've been working together with this guy, mega farmer, and slowly he's slowly busy implementing this new kind of natural pesticide kind of thing. And so as this happens, and as he realizes that he can actually switch from traditional farming methods that are kind of with pesticides and all things that are bad for us, can actually switch to healthier option and actually have a much better crop. That has a ripple effect, because now him, as being a mega farmer, can influence other farmers, and so slowly but surely the entire agricultural industry could be impacted because of a Christian guy who is in a church and has built a bridge and a relationship with a farmer who has kingdom kind of thinking, and so impacts the entire agricultural industry. Just a quick another one. There's a missionary organization in Kona, Hawaii, called YWAM. Some of you might know it. And so one of the departments is a fitness thing. It's CrossFit. And so I got excited about this. But so they literally trained physically. One of the recent mission trips or something they did was that they physically trained and got fit so that they could carry 200 Bibles up to a remote village that was only reachable by feet, by walking, they could physically carry those Bibles up to this remote village and carry, and spread the gospel. And so that was only possible because they trained hard, and so and had kind of this kingdom thinking, like and not just kind of plotting along, but they actually had this kingdom thinking of let's get fit, let's train so that we can walk and carry Bibles up to a remote village. So I just this whole thing just gets me excited. I was thinking the kingdom is so much bigger than just everyday life, kind of carrying on and just kind of living for ourselves, and kind of there's actually so much more, and there's so much adventure, and there's so much out there to do kingdom, and God is so much bigger than just our the kind of simple mundane things of the everyday life. So I just want to challenge you that to really I guess ask God to stretch your thinking as to what is kingdom on earth, what is your role, what is as a representative of heaven, what does that look like, and how can you exercise your role as an ambassador of heaven. Alright, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Cheers.